Welcome to the health unit of our Health and Wealth Club course. This topic used to be the most uncomfortable topic for me. I actually would avoid it most of the time when I would talk about doTERRA with people. I would just talk about the essential oils and the awesome skincare line or the supplements and all the great things that doTERRA has to offer. And very rarely would I talk about the income opportunity with doTERRA. And now, 7 years later, it's one of my favorite things to talk about. It has blessed my life so much. And when I became more comfortable with it was when I created an income that was coming in that was about $5,000 a month, which for those of you that don't understand ranks, it's the gold rank in doTERRA. You're making about $5,000. And I was so nervous to talk about it before. I didn't want to make them uncomfortable. I was worried about them judging me like, oh, she just wants me to join her team. And I just wasn't comfortable with it at all. But when I saw those checks starting to come in consistently and growing, and I was making about what I would have made as a nurse, which was my plan A before I had kids. I was going to go to nursing school, and I actually got accepted and everything. But I already had a baby that was 3 months old and couldn't afford daycare. So I had to opt out of the nursing program. And so when I saw that nursing income was coming in now, and I didn't have to go out and get student loans or pay for daycare for my kids, or, at that point I have 4 kids. I could barely get the laundry done, much less go back to school. So the fact that I had created this income that was legit, I actually got a rush of guilt over me because I thought about how many people I had introduced to doTERRA. I'd enrolled probably about 80 people with wholesale accounts at that point, about 2.5 years in. And actually, no, it was less than 2 years when I hit gold. But I never really talked about the income part. And what if I'd mentioned it to them and allowed them to decide for themselves if it was something they wanted to do? I could have blessed their lives, and they could have already started getting paychecks, and that could have, really helped them. And I felt really bad for not doing that. So one of the examples that I'll share with you is when the girl that introduced this to me, my girlfriend, that was also mother of 4 kids, struggling financially. She told me about the essential oils and told me about the business part and really encouraged me that she knew I always wanted to be a nurse. And she was like, Melody, you can help others with sharing, these products with them, and you can create income for yourself. She was really good at that. And I said, yes. But what I didn't do is then talk about it. Like I said, I didn't talk about the business, but she did. She was really good about mentioning the business part to everyone that she enrolled. We actually, in the first 6 months of, working with doTERRA, enrolled about 25 people and earned an incentive trip, which was super fun for 2 moms to go away on a 7-day cruise in the Caribbean. And she went on at that gold rank that I was talking about earlier, which is about $5,000 a month, and I was a premier, which is about $500 a month. And we had enrolled the same amount of people, and we both started our business at the same time. And you might think, wow, that's a huge difference, and it is. And the difference is that right away she would encourage people to share these amazing products that they loved. And she said, like how you love these products, other people are going to love it too. And this could really help you with your finances, not just your health. And so again, when I was at that rank, I really became more comfortable and inspiring other people because I really wanted to help them with their finances too. So in the next 2 sections, next 2 lessons, I am going to talk more about the power of duplication, which is the key to how I teach creating an income that's very different than what most leaders do in doTERRA. And then I'm going to then dive in a little bit deeper and explain about how we can use the power of duplication with the compensation plan of doTERRA, and the idea of simply sharing this with 3 people and encouraging them to do the same, how that creates a 6-figure income and can even grow once you share it with 6 people to a 6-figure income a month. So I'm super excited for you guys to learn more about the wealth part of this amazing opportunity. So I'll see you in the next